J's family. Hey, I wanted to introduce you to some new style of exercise, and that's isometric exercise. What is isometric, you ask? I'm glad you did. Isometric exercise is working the muscle, contracting the muscle without any visible movement. So we're going to show you some exercises for your upper body today: chest, triceps, back, and biceps, that you can do with nobody around, and we'll even show you an option if you happen to have a partner, so you can create a little bit more resistance for those muscle contractions. So this is my partner, Tim, today. He's going to be our exercise partner, and I'd like to start with the chest, one of the largest muscles in the body, so we're going to use that initially to show you how to create that isometric contraction. So let's extend an arm, either one, because you're going to do each side individually. So what you're going to do, Tim, go ahead and put the other one arm in against the other. So he's got one hand against the inner part of his wrist, and I want you to press with the active side. So he's actually working this side of his chest, pushing against, and the other hand is pushing against. So you're creating that contraction with no movement. So we're coming up from the bottom in this position and rest. So you're going to do 4 to 6 sets of work, maybe even 8 if you really feel like you want to go for it today. And you can hold that contraction for anywhere from 10 seconds to up to 2 minutes. So we're going to do the other side, and we're going to change the angle a little bit. So let's raise the arm up almost to chest height, and you're going to create that same tension. You're going to press the wrist and the palm of your hand together, creating that tension. Does that feel like you're hitting a different spot?
Yeah, a little higher.
A little higher?
Yes.
So we have a lower position. So imagine a cable crossover. You're coming from the bottom, you're coming across the front, and now we're going to use a little higher position. Little higher and push down. So now this is going to hit the upper part of your pectoral. Is that where you feel it? In the upper part of your chest. So you're pushing down. So let's just say you have a partner at home. Then you're going to create that resistance for them. So just put your arm in whichever position. So I'm going to hold, and he's going to press. And you're going to resist, 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 and release. For the sake of the video, we're cutting it a little short. So that's your chest workout. We're going to move on to the next exercise, and that's for triceps. So for triceps, the exercise you're most familiar with is a press down. So this is a pushing down motion. So we're going to have Tim turn to the side, and he's going to begin with his elbow bent as far as it can go, and the resistance here at the wrist, and push down, pushing away from your body. Push hard, harder yet. You can also kind of see him quivering. That really means he's engaging the muscle. The only movement is coming from the tremor. Let's come a little bit lower. So we're at 90 degrees here, and create that resistance. Does that feel different?
Yes.
From the top piece? So your tricep has that horseshoe shape. We want to make sure we hit all those angles. And then let's finish with a little bit straighter arm, almost all the way down, and really push. So here, of course, if you have someone to work with, I'm going to have you face me.
Turn the other way. That arm's getting tired.
Is that arm getting tired? All right. So then I'm going to create the resistance. And make sure, if you have someone that's a lot stronger than you are, you want to make sure you split your stance, give yourself good stability so there's no accidents in the household. And we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to hold, maybe even create a cradle with my fingers, and relax. And then we have the straight arm version. So there's your tricep. 3 different positions for chest, 3 different positions for your triceps. We're going to work your back, and this is a little bit tricky, so we're going to do it from the side. So he's going to start creating his own resistance. You're going to hold your wrist, Tim. We're using the arm closest to the camera, and I want you to pull back away like you're trying to pull your wrist out of your grip, and really squeeze back into the upper part of your back. Shoulders back, and squeeze, and relax. So now we're going to change this angle. Bring your elbow a little bit more forward and pull. So I can feel that in his back. It's actually hitting a little bit lower on your back if you have your arm extended a little bit more. And relax. So now you're going to fully extend that arm. just above the hip angle, and really pull, really force. And relax. Nice job. So you want to make sure that you take enough time and it's equal on both sides. So you maybe set timers on your phone so you can make sure that the right side and the left side are getting equal work. So now the last muscle group in this series we're going to show you is the bicep. So we've done chest and tris, back and bis. So go ahead and bend your elbow at 90 degrees. And we're going to start by holding that resistance and pull up. Pull up, super hard. Hard, is that it? Is that all you got?
That's all I got.
Okay. So you're pulling against. Let's let the arm extend a little lower. So now this is going to hit a little more where the bicep inserts into the elbow. Feel a little bit different?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. And then we can bring it all the way to the top and really work the peak of that bicep in that tiny little contraction at the top. Both sides, making sure they're even and relaxed. So the last muscle group we're going to talk about is the shoulders. So your shoulders, isometrically, we can work all by ourselves. So I'm going to have you press your palms together. And I'm just going to step out of the screen and explain so you can show them nice and tall through the chest. And really press those palms together. So you can see the muscles are working not only here in the shoulders, but also coming down through the arms and in through the chest. So you're getting that great isometric squeeze without motion. Super, and relax. So the last one we're gonna do is an arm extended exercise. So just let those arms reach out. So here you can actually imagine you're pushing the air out from underneath your hand. So go ahead and push hard, and it's kind of, you gotta get it in your head. So if you're doing this one with a partner, I'm going to take my hands and put them right here on his wrist. Go ahead and push up as I'm pushing down. Push up as I'm pushing down.
I am pushing up. Can't you feel it?
I can feel it. So don't hold your breath here, folks. Keep breathing and keep fighting until they can almost, you can feel it. They're not fighting anymore. And relax. Super great workout, all upper body. I hope you enjoy your new isometric workout. It is not as easy as it looks. Remember, keep your sets. 4 to 8 reps is where you want to be, and your rest time between 10 seconds and 2 minutes, depending on the recovery that you need. Hey, thanks for doing this with me, Tim. Appreciate it. Have a good workout, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.